Let's start discussion on the very important topic in the perspective of quality analyst, QA, or the tester. If you are applying or if you are upcoming for the interview of quality analyst, so the interviewer might definitely ask you how the day of your as a quality analyst will look like in previous organization, or how what are the tasks you do in whole day as a quality analysis, or can you walk through me how the your day will look like? So these are the different kinds of or the different frame of the questions interviewer might try to ask you, but the answer of these all these questions is same. So which I am going to tell you. So a day in a life of a quality analyst. So what are the things he do in a day, how the typical day will look like, and this is a day will look like for the IT projects. So let's start a discussion on this video. So first I'll give you the the introduction of what is a quality analyst and why their really role is crucial for the IT company. So the quality analyst is a guardian of the quality, and he or she makes sure that the quality or the has the system or the software or the product or the features which we are going to design or the develop. So that should be work has the end user expectation, or that should be satisfy the business problem, and that should be in scope functionality, and that should be meet the business objective and the business goal. Okay, and the quality analyst is a person who is responsible for software work as expected, and it should be satisfy the software need and the user's first advocate. So he, the quality analyst himself, make sure as an end user, or he should always consider himself in the shoes of the end user in a perspective of manual testing and automatic testing. So he will do end-to-end user testing, or he or she should able to do the the positive, alternative, or exceptional flow testing with the test case document. So let's move on the next why their role is crucial. So why the quality analyst role is exist in IT product, why we need the quality analyst in the project. So it's prevent the work from reaching the end user. Obviously, if the quality analyst will do the testing of best and to do the quality check of the software features or function or any other product which is consumed by the end user. So before that product is reached to the end user, so the quality analyst is a person is make sure that that product or that software or that features will meet the requirements of the end user and save the time and resources in the long run. Obviously, if we are meet the end user expectation before on time and test the software, so that will save the all the resources time, and it ensure the high quality product that user love and that end user wants, and that's satisfy the end user goal why they are going in that use that consume that product. So let's move on the next slide. So how I'll explain you from that how the day of the quality analyst will look like. So let's discuss. Let's first the morning huddle. So in the morning there is a morning huddle. So basically 8 a.m. to the 10 a.m. you come to the office. Make yourself refresh to chai and tea. Okay, and then you will go for the daily stand-up meeting. There all the development team, business analyst, developer, or if required the project manager is there, and you will that how the you will begin the day with the team stand up, and you should give the answer what you did yesterday, what you do today, what are the challenges, or what are the the problems, or what are the impediments you are facing in the current day or the tasks you are performing. So you need to discuss what part of the testing complete, what part of the test is pending, why these are the pending. So all these things you discuss with your team on that meeting, and the QA share the progress for the previous day, correct? And they highlighted the blogger and issue they found, and the team align on a day the goals, what they need to complete, what are the prioritize the tasks, and on that basis they start working. So reviewing the 2D list. So they the quality analyst have the 2D list which makes himself. So he will review and prioritize the tasks for that day, and to identify what he completed, or to update the requirement traceability matrix if he or she completed the quality of some requirements. And then the reviewing the new features or bug arising to the testing, what the new features, or to track if the status of if he found some bugs in the previous day or day after day, is that development done or not done, is they required to do again testing. Okay, and analyze the requirement and the specificity if there is a new requirement, or connect with the business analyst and prioritize the goal of that day. So these are the morning hurdles, or in the morning activity done by the quality analyst, and you should tell these activities to the interviewer also. Then he will do the planning and the strategy for the next task with between two. It start with the 10 a.m. So before the testing begins, so he should do the end-to-end planning, and he should know how the process of that testing will flow, and how the end user the work, and what are the end user goal to using that system. So before he or she might think on that perspective, and writing and updating the test cases based on the new requirement, to update the test case document, and then identifying and defining the test scenarios what need to be tested. So end to end or 360-degree way test scenario, or prepare the test case document which I already created the video. So identify and defining the test case scenarios, how to the test cases or test cases scenario will work in the system. And then deciding on the type of testing, like a functional testing, regression testing, performance testing, manual testing, automation testing, or UAT testing, what type of testing he need to perform on that features or functions in the software. So he need to make sure that thing, and then let's start actual work on the execution phase. So where he or she doing the testing. So there is a two type of testing which done by the quality analyst. One is a manual testing, which is an most important, and one of the automated testing, which is the upcoming future, or it is now happening the automated testing. So you should add in your system, I am the comfortable, or I am the expert in doing the manual testing and automatic testing to meet the software expectation, from that product or that service. So let's start discussion on the manual testing. The QA act as an end user manually interacting with the software or the functions to test that functionality, or to identify that functionality as the business need will meet, and they follow the pre-written test cases step by step. So the test case document which prepared by the quality analyst or the business analyst, so they follow step by step and complete each stage, and to make the status is completed, incompleted, and the bug, and then the status, or then remark why where that test case will fail, and what are the resolution need by the developers, or it is when what stage it fails. So it is crucial for checking the user experience and the visual aspects of the system. So how the UI UX should look like, how the visual aspects of that, or that meets the the user expectation. So that's why we need to do the manual testing, and it is and also the very important part of the testing. And then the automated testing, so it is and the running a pre-written script to test the functionality quickly and rapidly to check the functionality is working as we expected with pre-written script, and QA analyze the result of automated test runs, how the result and how the system should work in that automated test. And this is a key part of regression testing to ensure the new change haven't broken the existing features. So we need to compare that whatever the new features or new functionality or the new requirement we add in that software, so that should not be break to the existing system or the existing functionality in the current system. So that's why we will do the automatic testing, automation testing, or the automated testing. So let's move on the next slide. That is a defect management. So then once the texting will done and identify some bugs or the pain points in that testing, so he need to be manage that defect in the particular document where he can track entire that details from when he found the defect, who's going to assign that defect, and how much the time required or that completed that defect, and then is he done the testing, or if testing is done, then the what stage of that, the product, the UAT or manual testing, automated testing, and then the production deployment, that level of track or the defect management the quality analyst should have. The core responsibility of QA is finding the defect, correct? And then when an issue found, it's meticulously documented that defect and track that effect from end to end up to the production environment deployment with the support of the business analyst. And the QA provider clean step of reproduce the bugs and identify and provide the solutions or explain that how that bug will finds to the development team. And logging and tracking the entire the system process, the logging the bug in the bug tracking system like a Jira, Azure, or the Excel, or the requirement traceability matrix, or itself the organization have their own tool. So log and track is in the process, and then assigning a severity and priority to the bug, to track the bug, to on the basis of the customer requirement or on the basis of the business analyst, to contact with the business analyst, and then prioritize the bugs and accordingly work on that side, and monitoring the status of the bug until it fixed and verified, and until it deploy in the production environment, and we take a sign off from the clients of related to that work. So let's move on the next slide. It is, and the collaboration is a key. Correct. If you want to success in the quality analyst role, so you should be a collaborate with the developers, the business analysts, the your UAT testing team members, or the client if required, to understand some things. So that's the working with the developer, and you need to be work with development. So providing the detailed bug report and answering developer questions, and explain them how the that features the end user perspective should work, and helping to debugging issue and find out the root cause analysis for that bug is issue, and to how to fix these bugs. So help them and to work on the SQL to gather the data and to check the input process output of that system is work as we are expecting. And then communicating with the teams, so discussing team coverage with the project manager, and update them the progress of the project, and providing the feedback to the product owner on features and usability, how it work, what need to be added in that product or the feature. So that's the key collaboration of quality analyst. So let's move on the next slide. That is the end of day review. So once that day will typically look like, so there is a end of day. So summarizing the progress, so he should update all the documents prepared by the quality analyst, and update the current day status, and to prepare the the end day plan, so which we need to submit to the uh, project manager or the business analyst, so he or she might aware that what the progress of the project on the testing side or the quality analyst side. So some updating the status of test cases, and to send that test cases what he or she completed, what are the pendings, and what the total number of test cases, and why he need to do that much test cases, and if there any challenges, or if there the slow stopper for the testing, or if there the whole day the testing will stop, might be system unavailability, or the system is not working, or some features is not working, or some the product development is not done, or some due to some bug, or the some the slow stopper bug not able to test. So that all things should be mentioned in that mail, and send that mail to the project manager, and preparing the number of the new works found in the old system, and the preparing the summary report for the teams to understand the testing progress of that features, and the planning for the tomorrow. So review the progress and making sure the most critical tasks are on track, and that should be done within the time, and setting up the environment for the next day testing, and what need to do on the testing. So it's an important, so that's the end of the day review of the business in the quality analyst. And then let's that is the way how the day of quality analyst will look like. So let's discuss on the key skill of a quality analyst. So that should have, so first one is the attention to detail. While you are doing the end-to-end testing, so you should have to ability to think or to track the details, and to notice the small things or the might miss in the testing. And the quality analyst should able to do the testing in the positive flow, alternative flow, exceptional flow. The all these things will checked by the quality analyst. And then the problem solving, the thinking like a user and a developer, to find and report issues, and to identify if there is an any issue in the current system. And communication, the effective sharing information with technical team, non-technical team, or the business analyst, or the higher management, upgrade the progress of the projects of the quality analyst. And then the adaptability, so being able to quick learn and adopt new technologies and the process. The QA should be a technical and non-technical guy who will provide the best possible solution to the teams. So that are the key skill the quality analyst should have. So let's conclude this video, this seminar, so you can understand. And so the QA role is a dynamic, and it is act as the 360-degree way on that product project, and the success of the projects will most of time depend on the quality analyst. So or she, while doing the testing, so he makes sure that the user expectation will solve that software or the features, and it is just about the breaking the things, and it about to ensure the high quality, reliable, and the user friendly product that can satisfy the user problem. And it is the blend of technical expertise and critical thinking and the communication. Yeah, or he or she always look himself for in perspective of the end user, and he or she will do the testing on behalf of the end user. So these are the the things I want to tell you related to the quality analyst. And that way you can give answer how the typical day of quality analyst will look like. So guys, thank you so much for attending this video. If you like my efforts and my channels, and if you want to be a quality analyst or business analyst or the quant analyst, or if you want to upgrade yourself with new technology or the new skills, so please like and subscribe my channel, so that motivate me to create more videos for you, and to help you get new job in the market. So thank you so much guys once again.